What I want to know, Priya, is do I step in here and buy fixed income, buy bonds, notes, and bills because we've had a nice move in yield, and now's the opportunity to look for lower yields later?
I think so, yes. I don't know if it's going to get you your Christmas tree, but I think you have to buy a lot more treasuries just because the extent of rate move I'm looking for is like 20 basis points. Do we get to 75, 80 basis points on the 10-year? So there is a floor. We're just very low, close to zero. But I do think we've sold off in treasuries, pricing in all the good news out there. There is a key Fed meeting coming up, and our view is that they're going to make QE state contingent, and they're going to extend the average maturity of QE purchases. They just kind of have to do it. The market's forcing them to do it. And they've realized that there could be longer term scarring. We still have so much uncertainty about the vaccine. So I think rates have sort of priced in too much of that good news, and we haven't quite priced in that we have a long way to go before that COVID recovery is upon us.
Priya, I built a little bit on this idea that the market is forcing the Fed to extend the duration of its purchases. I'm looking right now at a 10-year, 0.926%. Not exactly screaming, we're running away with higher yields that could potentially threaten financial conditions. Why do you think that they're forcing the Fed's hand, and what do bond yields do if they do not confirm the market's expectation?
So I'm going to say the Fed is the only marginal buyer of treasuries right now, particularly in the long end. The front end is so anchored by the Fed because of their fate policy, because of just inflation being low, that if investors want to be in treasuries, they want to be in that front end. Meanwhile, the U.S. Treasury is issuing a lot of long-dated paper, and that's really only happened in the last few months, that they've increased long end coupon sizes significantly. So the market right now is expecting the Fed to do something in December, which is why we're at 1%. If that meeting happens with nothing, I think we're breaking through that 120, 125. Are we at the brink of a taper tantrum? And I think the Fed knows that, which is why we expect them to come in and sort of tell us that they're going to keep conditions accommodative.